This is Tiny11 26H1 V2, one of the cleanest Windows 11 builds available. Today, we put it head-to-head with stock Windows 11. You will see how it performs in real use. Welcome back to HT, this is Neil. Let us get started. On stock Windows 11, the Start menu feels crowded. You see a long list of pinned apps you will never open. There are 34 pre-installed apps most people do not use. Many of them cannot be removed. The setup feels busy and distracting. Now switch to Tiny11. The Start menu is clean, no pinned clutter, no pre-installed apps. Defender still works, updates still work. The Microsoft Store works as expected. Everything stays light. Your system loads faster. Control feels simple and direct. A stock Windows 11 install takes 36.9 gigabytes. That is before you add a single app. Most of that space goes to background components and tools you will never open. Your storage is consumed the moment setup finishes. Now compare that to Tiny11. The full 26H1 build uses only 7.3 gigabytes. No extra apps, no clutter, no unnecessary files. You get a lean system. Your storage stays free for what you actually use. RAM usage shows the difference clearly. On stock Windows 11, idle memory use sits around 2.9 gigabytes on a 4 gigabyte system. Open a single Chrome tab, and the system can slow down or freeze. Tiny11 26H1 starts at about 1.5 gigabytes after installation. You can run apps and games without constant slowdowns. If you want even lower usage, Velotic handles that. Open Velotic Pro. Go to the cleanup page. Turn on AI-managed cleaning. Within moments, RAM usage drops to around 700 megabytes. If you are wondering what Velotic is, it is a Windows optimizer built for speed, control, and stability. Your PC speed shapes how you feel when you sit down to work or play. Velotic is not a cleaner, it is control. You turn it on, and your system stops fighting you. Games feel smoother, apps open faster, stutters disappear. Your PC stays fast every day, not just after a cleanup. Velotic tunes your CPU and GPU automatically, based on what you are doing. It removes junk before it slows you down. It kills hidden background drains in real time, without breaking Windows. You get 500+ professional tweaks. One-click debloat, no guessing. Instant app installs, no setup pain. Smart power control that shifts between performance and stability when you need it. You free massive disk space through safe compression. Nothing gets deleted. Your files stay intact. Your system breathes again. This is not a temporary fix. This is the same approach used by people who depend on stable, fast machines every day. Built over 4 years, used by thousands, improved with every release. You install once, you stop thinking about performance forever. The basic plan starts at just $19.99 lifetime access. Velotic, for people who refuse to tolerate a slow PC. Now comes the key step, turning Windows 11 into Tiny11. Open Velotic. Go to the debloat page. Press play. The tool takes over from here. With a single click, your system reaches Tiny11 level performance. No file loss, no broken features. Everything runs on your existing setup. If you want the full breakdown, tap the info button. You can also find the complete guide through the link in the description. Now look at CPU load and background activity. Stock Windows 11 runs around 145 processes. That is close to 1,600 threads and about 61,000 handles. Even at idle, a lot runs in the background. Tiny11 runs about 92 processes, around 1,200 threads, roughly 34,000 handles. All core features stay active. Nothing important breaks. You can push these numbers lower. At that point, you start losing features you actually use. The takeaway is clear. Tiny11 keeps the CPU focused on your work. The system feels faster the moment you start using it. Now we move to Geekbench 6. Before the numbers, you should know who we are. We, HT and Apetus, create the original Tiny11 builds. I released the first version 1 week after the leaked Windows 11 build in 2021. That was well before NT Dev appeared in 2023. People often ask how our builds compare to NT Dev. Their projects target testing and virtual machines. Even they state it is not meant for daily use. Our focus is different. We build stable and safe systems you can run every day. When you use Tiny 11, you avoid the risks that come with unsafe third-party systems from creators like Xlite or GGOS. Now to the Windows 11 results. Windows 11 scores 1,801 in single-core and 4,534 in multi-core. I expected lower performance, but these numbers fall well below normal. If you want to install Tiny 11, check the pinned comment for the official 26H1 link. You can also use Velotic to upgrade your current system without wiping data. Now the Tiny 11 results. Tiny 11 scores 2,219 in single-core and 6,095 in multi-core on the same hardware. The difference is clear. Now look at Windows Defender. People handle it differently. Some trust it, some replace it, some turn it off because of false alerts. Tiny 11 puts the choice back in your hands. Defender stays off by default. Nothing runs unless you allow it. When you want protection, you enable it yourself. Open the Configure toolbox. Go to the Windows Defender tab. Press Enable. That is it. Defender comes back fully active. Real-time protection works. All security features load correctly. Fast, direct, fully under your control. Updates stay paused in Tiny 11 by default. Windows does not install anything on its own unless it is a critical security fix. If you want full updates, open Settings. Go to Updates. Turn them on. The system clearly shows the current update status. You can also disable updates completely from the Configure app. I do not recommend this. Fully disabling updates can break the Microsoft Store and other system features. If you do not need regular updates, keep them paused instead. This keeps the system untouched. You retain a working Microsoft Store. Updates stay paused indefinitely. Now look at the Microsoft Store. It works the same as on a standard Windows install. It does require updates to be enabled. Tiny 11 ships with no bundled apps. You choose exactly what you install. Need Notepad, calculator, or snipping tool. Open the store, search the app, press Get. The app installs and is ready to use right away. You can also sign in with your Microsoft or Xbox account. Your purchased apps and games appear without issues. In this example, Notepad installs instantly. It opens fast. It stays ready. No extra steps. Now we move to the most aggressive test for Tiny 11. The target is 256 megabytes of RAM. That is far below what most early 2000s PCs used. This test has one purpose. If Tiny 11 fails to start at 256 megabytes, the build gets rejected. We do not release it. This is part of the HT and EPITA standard. Every version must pass this test before it reaches users. The system boots without issues. Performance will not be fast at this memory level. That is not the point. The fact that it boots at all shows how lean Tiny 11 really is. Keep this in mind. This is Tiny 11 26H1, the newest Windows 11 branch. It reaches full public release in 2026 first or second quarter. Seeing a 2026 operating system start on 256 megabytes of RAM says everything about the optimization. I am opening Task Manager so you can see the real memory usage. You can check the numbers yourself. As available RAM drops, Tiny 11 adapts. It keeps overhead low. It uses only what it needs to stay responsive. In short, you get the full Windows 11 feature set in Tiny 11. Much smaller size, noticeably higher performance. Tiny 11 is a premium system for users who want speed, privacy, and control. No lag, no clutter, no unnecessary background activity. If you want stable performance and a system that respects your data, the premium build fits that goal. You can find the clean install guide for Tiny 11 in the pinned comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. This is Harbor of Tech, signing off.